Time now for the morning rush. Jury deliberations in the trial of former Bernalillo County deputy charged with pulling a gun on two men while off duty is set to continue. Prosecutors say Michael Barreco pointed a gun at two men, saying that he would, quote, take their souls. The defense says Barreco suspected criminal activity. The family of a teen who was killed at a house party nearly 3 years ago is now upping the reward for any information leading to the person responsible. 18-year-old Alejandro Villarreal was shot and killed at a South Valley house party on Halloween in 2021. Anyone with any information is asked to call 843-STOP. People in an Albuquerque neighborhood are concerned about their safety after a vicious attack by a pack of dogs left one woman fighting for her life. The incident occurred in the neighborhood off Central in Atrisco. Court records show the dog's owner was facing charges of animal neglect, but were dismissed because she was deemed incompetent to stand trial. Ryan.
And we got a tropical storm in the Pacific Ocean starting to bring some clouds in Texas. More moisture will come on in later this weekend. Now, mostly sunny, hot, and dry in the short term, but stormier and cooler late this weekend.
The town of Taos is working to help small businesses impacted by a major construction project. Business owners say that the renovation of State Highway 64 and 68 has been impacting their bottom line since it started in 2019. In response, the town recently announced its $75,000 grant program to help these businesses stay afloat. The world-famous Sundance Film Festival will not be coming to the Land of Enchantment in 2027. The Film Institute narrowed its search for the new location, and unfortunately, Santa Fe did not make the cut. The cities still in the running are Boulder, Colorado, Cincinnati, Ohio, and Salt Lake City, Utah. The Environmental Protection Agency is looking to make a former dry cleaning business here in Albuquerque a national priority for environmental cleanup. Officials say that Carlisle Village Cleaners has left behind a chemical footprint that could be impacting air quality. The EPA will host an open house meeting about that proposal on October 1st. Ryan.
Chances of rain will increase later this weekend. Now, mostly will be rain-free today. Now, I think there could be a couple of showers, rumbles of thunder near Ruidoso, Roswell, and Las Cruces, but I think really most will be rain-free. Only a few showers, rumbles of thunder, mostly in the mountains. Tomorrow, we'll see more of that. Sunday into Monday, more widespread chances of rain, and with the clouds, the rain, the tropical moisture, temperatures will eventually take a bit of a dip.
The University of New Mexico is speaking out after learning 4 universities will be leaving the Mountain West Conference. San Diego State, Boise State, Colorado State, and Fresno State are now joining the Pac-12 for the 2026 school year. The schools that left will pay the Mountain West about $20 million each. A veteran is telling his story of joining the Army during one of America's deadliest conflicts. 100-year-old Vincent Cordova entered World War II after the attack on Pearl Harbor as an infantryman. Cordova earned multiple accolades during his service, including 2 Purple Hearts. Some high school students are the winners of a major prize after cooking up the best green chili stew. Carlsbad High School took home the prize, winning $5,000. Albuquerque High took home second place, and Taos High School came in third. Ryan.
And taking a look at traffic right now, we have mostly A-OK conditions, but there is a crash in I-40 westbound near San Mateo. Try to avoid the area, and let's take a live look right now at the Big I. We do notice an increase of volume, so traffic is mostly okay though, despite that crash. We'll have to watch out for some delays though throughout the morning commute.
Northern New Mexico was treated to something especially rare. The Northern Lights reached all the way to New Mexico on Thursday morning. The National Space Weather Prediction Center says that solar activity is reaching the peak of an 11-year cycle, which is allowing more and more Americans to see those Northern Lights.
Now it's time for the 5 facts. And at number 5, Santa Fe will be not hosting the world-famous Sundance Film Festival in 2027. The Film Institute narrowed down its search for the festival's new home, and unfortunately, the state capital did not make the cut. Despite not being chosen, the city says just being in the running has put the spotlight on the state and on the city as a unique contributor to the industry.
At number 4, the Mountain West Conference will be looking much different in 2026. San Diego State, Boise State, Colorado State, and Fresno State will be leaving the conference, headed for the Pac-12. Now that leaves just 8 football teams and 7 basketball teams in the Mountain West. Each school that is leaving will have to pay the Mountain West about $20 million each.
And at number 3, it'll be a mostly sunny and hot day once again, but there will be slightly more chances of rain, especially around Ruidoso. Otherwise, the flooding potential will be low and most will be very warm today. Tomorrow we'll start to see slightly more chances of rain. Temperatures still well above normal, but we'll start to see a much bigger pattern change on Sunday.
At number 2, the family of a teen killed at a party on Halloween night in 2021 is now upping the reward for information leading to an arrest in the case. 18-year-old Alejandro Villarreal was killed after a fight broke out at a South Valley house party 3 years ago. Investigators say that witnesses interviewed have not led to any arrests so far. Villarreal's family has now increased the Crime Stoppers reward to $9,000. And finally, at number 1, jury deliberations are underway in the case of a former Bernalillo County deputy charged with pulling a gun on 2 men while off duty and intoxicated. Prosecutors say that Michael Barreco purchased vodka from the Circle K on Osuna, drank it in his police vehicle, then pulled a gun on 2 men. The defense says that Barreco suspected criminal activity and was protecting the store clerk. And we, of course, will update you as soon as that verdict is reached.